Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. You're facing up to a year in jail and a $4,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 50 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you've done. You need to understand that this charge is going to go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. It's even there after you die. This is important because if you ever get pulled over again and you smell like alcohol, you smell like dope, what's going to happen?
Penitentiary expect.
Up to 10 years.
Wait, hold up, even after you die, asterisk. This judge isn't playing. He's serving legal reality like a cold glass of wake-up juice. It's not just a record, it's a permanent stain on your life story. And trust me, no one wants their tombstone reading, "Here lies DWI number 2.
Cops don't care if you're falling down stupid-ass drunk. You don't have to be like that. Just the faintest smell of alcohol, you get pulled over, an officer's going to run your license. They're going to say, DWI, DWI. Well, it's probably DWI.
That's the brutal truth. You don't need to be blackout drunk to get hit with another charge. Just one sniff of alcohol and your name's already red flagged. It's like your license turns into a time bomb, and the countdown resets every time you take a sip.
Yeah, again, put them in. 2 to 10 in the penitentiary next time. If I were you, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, I wouldn't get into a car. It is a huge risk. Not to mention how much money you paid for all this. You know what I mean? $40. Uber will take you anywhere you want to go. Don't matter where you want to go. $40. Use it. The right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, it will go on your record. You can never get off. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I didn't plead to the offense, guilty or not guilty.
Yes.
I'm going to find you guilty. I have to suspend your license. I will suspend it for a year. Do not drive until you get a license. Now, when did he want to report for the jail time?
The 24th, Your Honor, 2 weeks from today.
Okay. You must report by 6 p.m. on that day. If you fail to report, I will issue a warrant for arrest. And then you're looking at up to a year in jail. Do you understand? So to report by 3/24 at 6 p.m.
And Your Honor, I don't know if I don't want to interrupt you, but just regarding court costs, if you would consider running them concurrently. I was retained, but Mr. Torres is I believe he's indigent. He's on SSI. He's on disability. And he also uses Medicare for his insurance. So he's not working because he has a...
You know, in life, we are allowed to make mistakes, right? But when you continue to make mistakes where you endanger other people's lives, everything gets just so much worse. You know, I routinely, when I have a DWI first, I routinely run court costs because there's also a surcharge on your license of $3,000, perhaps $4,500 if you have a high breath test. It's a $6,000 surcharge on the DWI second. Why would I continue to reward you? What do you do for a living, sir?
I'm not there, home.
You don't work?
No, sir.
What's the nature of your disability?
From the car accident.
He's a broken...
Because of your car accident in this case?
No, previous one.
Previous.
He had one in 2011, Your Honor.
And now we're here on a DWI second? Was it due to another DWI?
Yes, Your Honor.
When do we learn? When do we learn? What, is it going to take a death? Lose a foot?
This moment hits hard. The judge lays it out. You scare me when you drive. Think about that someone who sees hundreds of defendants is literally afraid of what you might do behind the wheel. That's not drama, that's a red alert.
What happened in the accident?
I had to be life-flighted.
Holy crap. Are you lucky to be alive?
Sir.
And here we are yet on a DWI, a new DWI. I'm suspending your license for 2 years. I don't want you anywhere near a car. Don't drive. You scare me when you get into a car. You're lucky to be alive. Much less, what about the rest of our, what? You know, my family's on the road all the time. I had a good friend a year ago die from a DWI. What? The reason that we have all these surcharges are because sometimes jail is not enough to get your attention. So now the legislature has made it to where somehow we got to get these people's attention. So let's just start hitting them where it really hurts, and that's in the pocketbook. There's a $6,000 surcharge, not to mention court costs $6,500 that you'd be rolling out of here with. What do you think? They want me to roll the court costs.
Here comes the turning point. The judge doesn't want words, letters, or empty promises. He wants action. This isn't a free pass, it's a challenge. Prove you've changed, and $6,500 vanishes. Fail. You're paying it off one jail day at a time.
I will make you a deal. I want to see something proactive because I'm not sentencing him yet, and I can continue to sentence until the 24th of this month. Show me some proactivity so that we know it's not going to happen again, and I'm happy to roll the court costs. But I want to see something proactive from you so we know that you've learned something. Don't write me a letter. I get enough letters. I don't need a letter. I want something really proactive on your part that shows me that it's not going to happen again. We're not going to see that you've learned something from this. And if you can be proactive, show me something, then I'll waive your $6,500 in fines and fees. And this is important because if you don't pay it, every $100 you owe, you will sit 1 day in jail. So you can imagine how long you will sit on a $6,500 surcharge. You have 2 weeks to really knock my Aunt Connie's socks off. Do you understand? Okay.
Okay,
All right.
Now
Got 2 weeks. Yep.
Yes,
Okay.
for one person.
All right. So, Mr. Lentz, you have open 3 total cases. You've got right?
Correct, Your Honor. Heresy, right, and trespass cases, one of the trespass cases.
No, you gotta reset.
Since the trespass, 268 has been.
Okay, so this one, right, 6 for 12, that was being dismissed. And the terrorist threat. So where are both of these trespasses from? Do you know?
It's his father's house, Your Honor, where he used to reside.
Okay. Both trespasses are from there?
Yes, Your Honor.
Don't go back.
Yes, sir.
You know what's going to happen if you go back, right?
I do know. Yes, sir.
At least call first.
Yes, sir.
You know,
Yes, sir.
because a phone call can go a long way to see if they want to maybe invite you over. That's a big difference than just popping in, because you pop in, it's probably just not going to go well, right?
Very well.
Right. We're not asking much. So you have a total of 3 open cases. You've got 2 criminal trespasses. You've got a terroristic threat. The agreement that you've worked out is they're going to dismiss one of the trespasses. You're pleading on the terroristic threat, and then on the trespass. On the terroristic threat, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You're facing up to 6 months and or a $2,000 on the criminal trespass. It's 48 days in jail with credit for the 16 on the terroristic threat, and then 6 days with 12 days credit on the trespass.
Let that sink in. Once this plea hits your record, it's there for life. Every future case will hit harder. And with a terroristic threat charge, you're walking a legal tightrope, one misstep away from a felony.
So it looks like you're walking out. But like I said, the other thing you need to consider is this, is you're pleading guilty to a terroristic threat. If you continue with the same course of conduct within a certain period of time, it's very possible they hit you with a felony charge. So I would be very careful what you do, who you talk to, especially on this terroristic threat, because it could land you years instead of days. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So you're giving up the right to a trial right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeals. Once you plead guilty, they will go on your record. You can never take it off. And from now on, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. You understand?
Yes, sir.
You still want to do this?
Yes, sir.
How do you, hold on a second. Is there an affirmative finding on the terroristic threat?
I didn't see one.
No,
You
Your Honor.
know,
No, there's nothing on the
No, I don't
report.
believe there should be, Your Honor.
that's important, if there is.
My understanding was based off of
Yeah, but it's whether it's who's the person. Is it a family member?
There wasn't one on there. It was just
Conversation between, it was a,
Yeah, it's been a bit.
No,
I'll tell you.
don't.
I don't see an affirmative finding.
They didn't file it. Okay, that's important because you lose the right to have a gun and you face a third-degree felony when those are alleged. So that's why it's important. All right. How do you plead to both of those cases? Guilty or not guilty?
guilty, Your Honor.
I'm going to find you guilty. I will send you to the agreement. Good luck to you, Mr. Wentz.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. You are doing it.
Here's the problem. Your lawyer wants me to give you a PR bond, but you picked up a theft case. You're supposed to come to court. You didn't come to court. You took off on us. We issued you a warrant. The only reason we have you now is because you picked up another theft case. So why would we continue to do the same thing?
I attempted to come to court, but you see, there's no
So-
buses coming out of Kingwood, and I was taking care of my grandmother in Kingwood. So I tried. We tried to get Uber money and everything, but I couldn't make it. And I called in, and
We don't have any record. The only reason we have you now is you picked up a new theft case. What happened on the theft case, Alex?
So on the most recent theft case on March 6, 2025, the officer was dispatched to a shoplifting call at a Walmart. The officer made contact with asset protection, who stated that he recognized the defendant from a previous encounter and observed the defendant grab multiple items and attempt to leave the store, passing all points of sale without attempting to pay. The defendant stated he is owed a Purple Heart Veterans discount. Therefore, the amount stolen should be less than listed due to the father's military service. The defendant stated he was trying to find his ID that he dropped outside the Walmart, and that is why he passed all points of sale and attempted to leave the exit. And the defendant further stated that the warrant should be invalidated due to him not stealing on the prior theft as well. The total was $283.62.
it's all not how it went.
No comments on the facts of this case, sir.
Okay.
Was he ordered in the first theft case not to go back to the... So they're both at Walmart, right?
I just want to confirm. No, the first one at a Melrose was the first theft.
Melrose.
Yes, Judge.
It's Melrose.
I believe it's a retail clothing store, so my understanding is.
Are you sure?
Let me double check what that is. Yes, Judge, it's the clothing store.
You see any other prior criminal history?
I see only a previous interference that was dismissed, but nothing else besides that.
What do you think, Mr. D?
I think that I think he would conform to the requirements, Judge. He stated
Didn't
that.
before.
I understand. He made a mistake there. We all make mistakes in life. He said that he was attending to his ill mother. That's not a reason for him not to show up.
I just turned 30.
What do you do with yourself these days?
I'm a farmer in the Virgin Islands. I have a farm. I'm a COO of True Farm Hydroponic Goods. We have a farm in Florida, Palmetto, Florida, and we have a farm in St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands. I'm trying to expand to make a ranch over here in Houston.
Who do you live with now?
My grandmother, she's battling breast cancer.
Here's the thing. If I give you another PR...
Oof, fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on me. Asterisk, the judge is laying down the law and the life lesson. You don't just get a second chance, you earn it. And this time, it comes with an ankle monitor.
bond, and that's a big if, I don't want you out on the street because I don't know what you're doing with yourself. I don't know who you have in your life now. So the first thing that I would like to know is that if we give you a PR bond, where are you going to go? If it's out on the street, I'm not going to do this again. But what I'd like is to see, if you don't mind, reaching out to maybe any family members to see who he has there to go home. If you have, you said grandma, if you have a place to stay, then great. We can verify that so that we know that you're going to go. And the next thing is, if I give you a PR bond, I'm going to put a monitor on your ankle so I know where you are, because you're a flight risk. You've already proven to us that you're a flight risk. And so I'm concerned if I give you a PR bond, you're going to take off on me again. And I don't want that to happen, because I'm not going to play this game with you. You know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
So,
If you already fooled us once, I'm not going to do this again.
yes, sir.
So what I'd like to know is if you have a stable place to stay, and then we'll go from there. So you mind reaching out to see if he has a place to go to? If grandma will take him in, then I will give you one more chance, but it's going to be with a leg monitor, so I know where you are.